Welcome back, everybody. These are the best horror films of the year 2014. I'm Tony. You're here at Yesteryear TV. Let's sit back and let's check out the scariest movies that came out in the year 2014. Let's get started. "13 Sins." A cryptic phone call sets off a dangerous game of risks for Elliot, a down-on-his-luck salesman. The game promises increasing rewards for completing 13 tasks, each more sinister than the last. Flight 7500. Flight 7500 departs Los Angeles International Airport bound for Tokyo. As the overnight flight makes its way over the Pacific Ocean during its 10-hour course, the passengers encounter supernatural events. Next up we have is A Haunted House 2. Having exorcised the demon of his ex, Malcolm is starting fresh with his new girlfriend and her 2 children. After moving into their dream home, however, Malcolm is once again plagued by bizarre paranormal events. Animal. When plans for a weekend vacation hit a dead end, a group of close-knit friends find themselves stranded in unfamiliar territory, pursued by menacing, bloodthirsty predator. Animal. Annabelle. We love Annabelle. A couple begins to experience terrifying supernatural occurrences involving a vintage doll shortly after their home is invaded by satanic cultists. Annabelle. Look how creepy she is. As above, so below. When a team of explorers venture into the catacombs that lie beneath the streets of Paris, they uncover the dark secret that lies within the city of the dead. I love this movie. It's very good. Suspenseful. Backcountry. An urban couple goes camping in the woods and find themselves lost in territory of a predatory black bear. So they're being stalked. Do they get eaten? You have to watch the movie to find out. Backcountry. Burying the ex. A guy's regret over moving in with his girlfriend are compounded when she dies and comes back as a zombie. Burying the ex. So a girlfriend dies, she's a zombie, now she wants revenge. Cabin Fever 3, Patient Zero. When a group of friends enjoying a bachelor cruise in the Caribbean stumble upon a research facility on a remote island, a deadly virus is unleashed. I love Cabin Fever. Clown. A loving father finds a clown suit for his son's birthday, only to realize that the clown suit is cursed. What will become of him? What will become of his victims? Cooties. A mysterious virus hits an isolated elementary school, transforming the kids into a feral swarm of mass savages. An unlikely hero must lead a motley band of teachers in the fight of their lives. Creep. A young videographer answers an online ad for a one-day job in a remote town to record the last messages of a dying man. When he notices the man's odd behavior, he starts to question his intentions. Creep. Dark was the night. An evil is unleashed in a small town when a logging company sets up shop in the neighboring woods. Dark was the night. Dead Snow 2, Red vs. Dead. Still on the run from a group of Nazi zombies, a man seeks the aid of a group of American zombie enthusiasts and discovers new techniques for fighting the zombies. Dead Snow. Deliver us from evil. A lawman and a priest work together to battle demonic forces. Deliver us from evil. Body horror, true crime, and horror. Next up we have is Don't Blink. 10 people arrive at a secluded mountain resort to find it completely deserted. With no gas for the return trip, the visitors are forced to stay and investigate the mystery surrounding the abandoned lodge. Don't Blink, featuring Brian Austin Green. Dracula Untold. As his kingdom is being threatened by the Turks, young Prince Vlad must become a monster feared by his own people in order to obtain the power needed to protect his own family. Dracula. Exists. A group of friends who venture into the remote Texas woods for a party weekend find themselves stalked by Bigfoot. So if you like Bigfoot, you'll love Exists. Extraterrestrial. A group of friends on a weekend trip to a cabin in the woods find themselves terrorized by alien visitors. So a group of friends into the woods, a group of friends into a hotel. All these group of friends are dying. Girl House. A beautiful young college student moves into a house that streams videos to an X-rated website. After a deranged fan hacks the site and finds out where she lives, she spends the night fighting for her life. Housebound. A young woman is forced to return to her childhood home after being placed under house arrest, where she suspects that something evil may be lurking. Housebound. Now this movie is very creepy, I love it. It Follows. A young woman is followed by an unknown supernatural force after a sexual encounter. Just the fact that you're being followed by an entity is scary. I may sneeze here, hold on. Jezebel. Remember Annabelle? Jezebel. Returning to her childhood home in Louisiana to recuperate from a horrific car accident, Jezebel comes face to face with a long tormented spirit that has been seeking her return. Killer Mermaid. Two young American women go on a Mediterranean vacation and uncover the watery lair of a killer mermaid hidden beneath an abandoned military fortress. So I guess if you go into the water, the mermaid's going to kill you. Last Shift. A rookie cop is tasked with taking the last shift of a police station before it's permanently closed, but it turns into a living nightmare. Last Shift. Very creepy and eerie. Leprechaun Origins. Not related to the previous Leprechaun films. Two young couples backpacking through Ireland discover that one of Ireland's most famous legends is a terrifying reality. Leprechaun Origins. Life After Beth. A young man's recently deceased girlfriend mysteriously returns from the dead, but he slowly realizes she is not the way he remembered her. Life After Beth. No Good Deed. An unstable escaped convict terrorizes a woman who is alone with her two children. Crime, drama, horror, thriller, and mystery. No Good Undeed, or No Good Deed. Ouija. Terror awaits five friends who unwittingly awaken a dark power by using an antique Ouija board. Slasher horror, supernatural horror. Ouija board. I love Ouija. I mean, I've never played it, but it's scary. Paranormal Activity, The Marked Ones. When a young man becomes the target of a malevolent entity, he must uncover its true intentions before it takes complete control of him. Maybe you should get a life of your own before it's too late. Rec 4 Apocalypse. An ill-fated television reporter is rescued and sent on a voyage across the ocean, but she is followed by the deadly virus that has plagued her and numerous others. I love Rec 1, Rec 2, Rec 3, and they're good. They're zombies. See No Evil 2. An Undertaker's birthday party is interrupted when Jacob rises from the dead and proceeds to terrorize her and her friends. See No Evil 2. Stonehurst Asylum. An Oxford graduate takes up a job in a mental asylum only to discover that the revolutionary new treatments are inhumane and that there is more going on than meets the eye. Stonehurst Asylum. The House October Built. Five friends are stalked by a group of mysterious and disturbed individuals while on a road trip looking for the ultimate haunted house attraction. This movie is good, very suspenseful, and it's good. The Purge, Anarchy. Three groups of people intertwine and are left stranded in the streets on Purge night, trying to survive the chaos and violence that occurs. The Purge is a great movie. The Pyramid. An archaeological team attempts to unlock the secrets of a lost pyramid, only to find themselves hunted by an insidious creature. The Pyramid. This is found footage. The Remaining. Friends gather at a wedding, but the celebration is shattered by terrifying apocalyptic events, which force them to re-examine their life. The Remaining. The Taking of Deborah Logan. An elderly woman battling Alzheimer's disease agrees to let a film crew document her condition, but what they discover is something far more sinister going on. The Taking of Deborah Logan. The Town That Dreaded Sundown. 65 years after a mass serial killer terrorized the small town of Texarkana, the so-called moonlight murders begin again. This is very creepy. The Voices, featuring Ryan Reynolds. A likable guy pursues his office crush with help from his evil talking pets, but things turn sinister when she stands him up for a date. So he's going to take it personal and start killing. The Babadook, very creepy. A single mother and her child fall into a deep well of paranoia when an eerie children's book titled Mr. Babadook manifests in their home. The Babadook. Time lapse. 3 friends discover a mysterious machine that takes pictures 24 hours into the future and conspire to use it for personal gain until disturbing and dangerous images begin to develop. Time lapse. This is good. And I love futuristic movies. Tusk. A brash and arrogant podcaster gets more than he bargained for when he travels to Canada to interview a mysterious recluse who has a rather disturbing fondness for walruses. Unfriended. A group of online chat room friends find themselves haunted by a mysterious supernatural force using the account of their dead friend. Unfriended. I like that. Vampire Academy. Rose Hathaway, half human, half vampire, a guardian of the Muri, peaceful mortal vampires living discreetly within our world, gets revenge. Right, next up we have is VHS Viral. A Los Angeles police chase sends a fame-obsessed man on a wild ride to save his girlfriend from a cybernetic terror. B action, B horror, horror fantasy. What We Do in the Shadows. Riajo, Deacon, and Vladislav are vampires who are struggling with the mundane aspects of modern life, like paying rent, keeping up with chores, trying to get into nightclubs, and overcoming flatmate conflict. Wolves. A boy is trying to find out about his family history and stumbles upon a town of lichens. Teen romance and werewolf horror. Wolves. The Woman in Black 2, Angel of Death. 40 years after the first haunting at El Marsh House, a group of children evacuated from World War II London arrives, awakening the house's darkest inhabitant. Drama, horror, and thriller. Zombievers. A fun weekend turns into madness and horror for a bunch of groupies looking for fun in a beaver-infested swamp. Dark comedy and zombie horror. Zombievers. Those were the scariest films that came out in the year 2014. Out of all these films, what movies do you remember seeing? Either rental, online, streaming services. Were there streaming services back in 2014? I don't know. Maybe not. I don't think so yet. Not yet. But what horror movies do you remember that were your favorites for the year 2014? Obviously, this list is not all-inclusive. So if there's any titles that I missed, any popular titles, let me know in the comments below. All right. I'm Tony. Thanks for joining me here at Yesteryear TV. Those were the best horror films of the year 2014. All right. Thank you, everyone, and I'll see you all in the next video.